Hello, welcome to Todd Miller TV. Joined here today with lender Troy Weatherly with Guaranteed Rate Mortgage. And Troy doesn't actually know what we're going to talk about. I'm going to surprise him a little bit, put him on the spot. So there's this great opportunity for a person that a lot of people don't realize, okay? And it's about fourplexes and FHA loans. So here's the scenario. A lot of people get an FHA loan to buy a house. Well, one of the restrictions with an FHA loan is you can't go buy an investment property with it. But that's not really true. In a way, you can. So I'm going to let you tell them how they can buy an investment property with an FHA loan and how that works.
That's a great scenario, Todd. And
speak up a little so they can hear you.
Sure, and a good loophole. So basically, like Todd said, with an FHA loan, it's designed for owner-occupied purchases. However, when you buy a fourplex, provided you occupy one of the 4 units, you can buy it as a primary residence, use an FHA loan, put the minimum 3.5% down, and then actually use rental income from the other 3 units that you're renting to even help you qualify to buy that home. Or if you qualify without the income, great, now you just created cash flow on the other 3 units for yourself.
Okay, so let's go through a scenario, because you're going to be able to give me some numbers maybe. Okay, so we'll take a $150,000 fourplex, which is going to be a decent fourplex, okay? $150,000 fourplex, how much would they have to put down?
3.5%. So roughly $4,500, about $5,200.
$5,200. The 3 units, so units in a fourplex like that would rent for $650. So they would probably get roughly $2,600 a month if they rented all the units, but they're not going to because they're living in one.
Right.
So if they're going to rent 3 of them, they're going to get about $1,950.
Okay.
So how much of that $1,950 would go toward what percentage of that would go toward the qualification on the payment?
75%.
75%. So 75% of $1,950 is going to be about what? 13?
Yeah, say $1,400, yeah.
$1,400 is going to go toward that. So $1,400, how much is the payment on a loan for $145?
On the high side, I would say, $1,100, $1,200.
On the high side.
Yeah.
So they're already cash flow positive.
Correct.
Just the qualifying part.
Right.
They actually, in reality, if they rented the whole thing, they could manage it themselves because they live right there. They could just go knock on the door and say, pay the rent, and they wouldn't have to hire an agent.
Right.
They could if they wanted.
Right.
Why don't more people do this? I mean, you're living for free. You're getting a loan. Other people are making the mortgage payment. You're actually making money from it, and you're living for free. Why do you think people don't do this like crazy?
The only thing I can think of is they just don't know it exists.
Okay. All right. If somebody wants to call you for like a pre-qual or to find out the math part of it, what they have to do to qualify, if they're even qualified to do this, then how do they get in touch with you?
Sure, they can get in touch with me one of 2 ways. Either directly on my cell phone, 702-308-9821. Either a phone call or text message is great. Or email me directly at troy.weatherly@guaranteedrate.com. Okay.
If you click on lender or loans or something on the toddmillertv.com, his information will come up. You'll be able to see it there. Anyway, I thought I would share that with you. Thank you very much for being on here. I put you on the spot, but you nailed it, right?
Thanks.
He didn't. He had no clue what I was going to talk about.
Yep.
So anyway, that's the update for today. This is a huge opportunity for anybody really to take advantage of, and so I thought I'd share it with you. That's the update, and hope to see you on another video. Thanks.
Thanks.